shit. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Frankie, and as promised, here it is, guys. This is the new edition, my new bike, my new baby. Check her out. Is she sexy or what? Heck yeah. And she is finally completely street legal. I got it registered and everything too, so I have literally, like, I mean, ridden her for a couple miles. It's been sitting in my garage. I've been kind of cleaning her up. I changed a couple of the parts. I mean, I bought this off of a good friend of mine, so everything was dialed in pretty good. He took care of me, so gotta thank him a lot for that. I mean, this thing's freaking, it's sweet. I did end up replacing the mirrors, clean up the headlight a little bit. I did order a new windshield, which should come back in a little bit. I don't know when that's gonna be here, but I mean, whatever, it'll be here in a while. And also changed the taillight here to an integrated taillight because it was missing rear blinkers and everything too. So, and check this out, stock exhaust. This is another thing I like about it too. It's nice and quiet. I'm not waking up the entire neighborhood when I start it up, but it still sounds so sweet, especially when you just rev it up a little bit and everything. So top of that, let's get on and let's take this thing for a spin. You guys that are known me for a while know what kind of bikes I ride, so this is a completely different bike compared to that. Matter of fact, let me start her up and let her warm up so I don't sit here and talk and talk and talk. There she goes. Yo, so like I was saying, you guys that know me from the channel know I'm used to riding a Honda Grom and the Harley Street 500, which is a completely different animal compared to this. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited at the same time. After I got her registered and everything too, I've literally ridden her just a couple miles to go to the gas station, you know, and I went up over here. I wanted to take some pictures of it in this park. I love this park, and then take her out for a little spin. I got to be careful though. Like I said, I know this is a lot more power than I'm used to. Let's get on. Kickstand up. Those of you that are wondering any technical aspects, this is a 2003 Suzuki gsx-r 600. So yeah, completely different bike. This thing I know is very fast. It's not so much of me really getting used to the shifting and everything like that so far. I mean, I've really kept the RPMs down because I know once you hit 8,000 RPM, this thing will freaking take off like a rocket. So I've been keeping it under that to, you know, want to get used to her first. But I don't know, I'm gonna check her out. You guys can go on a ride with me and see how this thing feels. The biggest thing that's been hard for me to get used to are these these bars. These are considered, what are they called, clip-ons. So the steering feels completely different. The steering radius is a lot shorter than it normally would be on a bike I'm used to. So that's why I want to really get used to this thing before I really go take her out into the canyons or anything like that. You know, I got to take baby steps. It's almost like we're learning the ride all over again. So all right, I think I'm good to go. No one around. All right, let's go. And bear with me, guys. I'm sorry if this video is gonna be kind of boring. I'm not gonna be doing anything crazy. Don't want to kill myself or crash it. I would be devastated. All right, here we go. And of course it's windy today too. You know, on a completely different bike I'm not used to. Hope the camera angle's good for you guys. Completely different bike I'm not used to, and of course it's windy. This bike is light, and it's gonna push me all over the place. So, well, this is gonna be a really long ride, like you know, like how my usual vlogs are, but bear with me. Oh, and another thing, I'm really sorry. I did want to use 2 cameras on this. I can't get my camera to stay on here, so right now my camera is actually on my camera is in the back compartment because it just fell right off like the 2 minutes after I left my house, and I checked, everything was pretty tight. So if you guys have a suggestion of what you guys mount your cameras to, if you use a second camera when on a specific bike like this one, please let me know. Leave a comment. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit sub. It really helps me out. I've been making all kinds of videos. I've got a few bikes that I make videos on. All right, I'm going to Main Street. Scary. I'm not gonna lie, it's nerve-wracking, but I've wanted a sport bike for a while, and it's just I've been scared of them, so it's time to face that fear and move on to the next level. And like I was saying earlier, guys, it is windy today, so I really hope there's not too much wind that's going to interfere with the audio. Alright, so I'm doing about 50. I'm doing the speed limit right now. I mean, and the bike feels good. I am getting pushed around a little bit because, like I said, the wind is pushing me, but I'm trying not to get, you know, trying not to ruin my day. I wanted to film this for you guys because quite a few of you have been waiting for this. Another thing too that's different about this is seat positioning is completely different. Both the Grom and the Harley, I'm sitting upwards, so it's comfortable. This thing I'm sitting down. It's a lot more aggressive of a stance, so that's going to take a little bit of time for me to get used to, but it shouldn't be too bad because it's very similar to my road bike. It's the same position I was in. The entire time this bike has been sitting in my garage. Well, it's only been sitting in my garage for a week because I wanted to get the DMV paperwork straightened out. But I was thinking about names and everything, wasn't sure what to name this one. And since I'm a geek of the 90s, I've watched Saved by the Bell, a big fan of Saved by the Bell, I decided to name this bike Kelly. Kelly, just like Kelly Kapowski, because she's sexy, she looks good, she's, you know, very fun to hang around with, I'm sure. And, you know, just also the queen of cool, which is this bike, so I like that name. I went with Kelly. I'm just dying to just throw this thing into the power band and see what she can do, but I don't want to quite get too crazy with her yet, especially with it being windy. And I was over there at the park for a few minutes. I had to use the restroom, so I want the tires to warm up a little. But this thing runs, I mean, she runs like a train. I don't know if you guys can hear that wind, but it's going crazy in the background. I mean, that's all I can hear is freaking wind. Lane splitting too, I'm not doing quite yet too, but I should have too as well, so I can get in front of these guys and just take off, but not yet, man. Oh, and another thing too, guys, is the gearing on this feels freaking awesome. I mean, it's such a short shift to go up to the next gear. It's something I'm not used to. You can tell by the way I'm shifting. I'm like, it's like I'm learning all over again. I was gonna do it, whatever. It's too late. Too late, sneeze, you lose. Another thing I've noticed with this bike is it revs up. It seems like it's revving high all the time, so like on my other bike it would feel as if I was like almost redlining it because it's revving so high, but look at, I'm down at freaking almost only like 4,000 RPM. This baby fucking goes up to like almost 15. It's insane. This is barely a freaking quarter of what she can do, you know? the winds were calm this morning. I was like, this is perfect. She's legal, I can take her out and make a video. And sure enough, man, I go down the street, my second GoPro freaking flops over, and the wind picks up as well. And I'm like, ah, man, it couldn't have happened any other way. So like I mentioned before, guys, if you have any suggestions on a specific mount that works good on these bikes, let me know, because this probably wouldn't have been a problem with my other bikes, because I've got more mounting options, you know. But with this, I'm very limited. As you can see, look at this, I've got nothing here. I'm most likely not going to bother putting a phone mount like I usually always do on this. Plus I don't really need the distractions. I figure if I ever have to use my GPS, I've got a Senna. It can talk to me and tell me where to go. I gotta say, it feels nice, and I'm surprised about how light this bike feels. Like, she's just dying to freaking want to take off. You know, they built these bikes for one specific reason, and that reason is just wind races. So it's like she loves to be revved freaking high. Another thing I'm not used to, you know, it's like taking it easy, keeping it low. I'm gonna make a right turn coming up, so I'm gonna, maybe what I should do is slow down, give these guys some time to go ahead so I can open her up a little bit. I'm not talking about redlining. I don't think I want to do that until at least maybe, I don't know, after I ride this thing more than a few times. And look, guys, I got a clock on this thing too. Somewhere in those options I know I do. A good friend of mine, he watches a lot of my videos. He's new to riding. Check out Rider Guy. He's helped me out a lot in the social media world, and he's new to riding. Like I said, he just got his permit. He practices every chance he gets, and he also signed up for the MSF course, which is you know, a good thing. I mean, you know, can't count how many times I suggest for people to take the MSF course. They teach you a lot of good stuff in that class, and he's going to be taking that next month, so I want to see if I can visit him. I'd like to visit my old instructor too. Feel that. Oh shit. See, and I can't at the same time, dude, this wind is pushing me to the side. Oh, this is horrible. Horrible. There's a big group ride happening next month. It's called the Desert Ride. That's gonna be all mini, so I'm gonna be filming that one too, see if anything interesting happens on that. Does it sound like fun? Look at this, man, I'm being blown everywhere like a sailboat. Horrible. All right. Whoa. Oh man, that power is addicting. Woo. Look at that, that was 70 miles an hour. That's insane. Oh man. Well, that woke me up. Oh geez. Oh, that was fun. Let's try that again a little bit. All right, let's go. Oh shit. That front wheel just wants to come up off the air, and that car behind me is way back there. This is so exhilarating. It's insane. That power is so addicting, and I didn't even go into the power band.
Like, I could only imagine what that's gotta feel like. But what I like too is, like, you're in a situation, like, check this out. You wanna pass this car, go over ahead, get some gas, look at that. I'm gone, 80. I wasn't going 80, I'm kidding. But it feels like 80. It's so incredible. And that power is so addicting. It's like you can be going 35 and just a little flick of the wrist, boom, you're going 80. Oh man, this was a mistake, guys. I'm gonna get in so much trouble with this thing. Oh my god. Oh, this was a mistake, but a good one. This is so fun. Oh man, that is so addicting. Oh, this road's fucked up. No one's on my right. Alright, switch over. Yeah, they've been doing road construction on this road for a little while, so I try to stay out of that right lane because the pavement goes up and down, and oh man. Woo! Dude, that's crazy. Ow. Ow, the jewels. Ouch, that hurt. Yeah, see, I gotta get in the habit of sitting back in my seat a little more. Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble with this thing. Oh my god. Look at that. 4th gear, dude. From 45 to 80 in just like a second or two. Oh, dude. Now I know how it is. Now I understand the sport bike community like you wouldn't believe. Oh. However, you just got to respect the power. And the fact that the brakes are so much more powerful. My buddy Scott, he's a good friend of mine. He's the one I bought this bike off of. Me and him ride all the time. We've been on plenty of rides. Go ahead. We've been on a ton of rides together, and he's given me a lot of tips and everything too, and advice on this. And before he sold this to me, he made sure everything was dialed in good. Like, he's replaced the brake pads on this thing. He put in new steel braided lines. The battery's new, the tires are new, and these are good freaking tires. These are freaking Pirelli Rossi 3s. He flushed out the tank for me too, made sure everything, all the lines are clean. Triple checked everything. The only time I really rode this bike was I went over to his house to check it out, and I rode it around his complex because it was on non-op, so I really couldn't go anywhere. But that was nothing compared to what I'm able to do now. I mean, now I can finally take it out on the road and open her up. It's like, damn. What an exhilarating feeling. Come in here. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in trouble. I fucked up. It is too hard not to do that. Oh man. Woo! Boy, does that wake you up and get those endorphins just flowing. Oh man. Oh, hey doggy. Hey Pooch. What a nice dog. Alright. So I'm guessing it's almost 12 o'clock. I've got some plans shortly here, so I'm gonna be heading home pretty soon. I'm gonna actually check out the swap meet. It's been a while since I've gone, but you never know what I might find. Maybe a tire lift. want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please hit sub, hit a like, give me a comment. I promise the newer videos I make on this will be a lot more fun than what I'm doing now. In any case, guys, thank you a lot for tuning in and bearing there with me. This is a new journey for me, completely new to sport bikes. So want to thank you again, and I will see you on the next one, guys. Peace.